So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We're going 47.
Dak going to start out going to the air. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His second touchdown.
It's all good. It's EA, bro. They'll give that shit to you here and there.
On the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And just shutting him off there. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of this...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Nwangu. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He has Hyatt over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking Hyatt's way once again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Kene Nwangu, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Harris Campbell, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Slayton. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Touchdown! Kenny Nwangu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's got room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Nwangu. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt from 4 yards out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. On the run is Nwangu. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They throw it out right complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, kill.
Prescott now. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They'll run with Nwangu. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mustang 19. Riggs, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Another run now for Nwangu. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Panther 60, Panther 6, go. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Here we go, set. 18, right here.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And he missed it. It's no
This
good.
meter is so
And this will
fucking
be a
ass, bro.
one-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned.
And it went in the middle and slides over the fucking
This
right.
could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 42. 54, go to 54, wide 8. Kill.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
47.
To throw, Prescott.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Go to 54, wide 8. 26.
Now Dak.
Eluding the pressure right.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Then we'll go to 53. Then we'll go to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Dak.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you'll have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And that will be incomplete.
This quarterback is fucking ass.
A long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Giants send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's first down.
There you go. 26.
Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
46.
Prescott now from the 50.
That is caught by Lamb.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win in both sides of the ball. made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing that's truth, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?